You said something you did not mean to say, to the person who least deserved it. And the worst part was not what you said. It was how easily it came out. At work, you are careful. You choose your words. You hold things back. You give people the benefit of the doubt. Colleagues who frustrate you, you manage it. Strangers who are rude, you let it pass. But at home, the person who cooked dinner, the one who remembered your bad week, the one who stayed, they get what is left. The unfiltered version, the impatient version, the version that does not calculate the cost before speaking. And you have seen yourself do this more times than you want to count, and it doesn't feel big when it happens. It feels small, like something that doesn't matter enough to stop the moment for, so you keep talking. You continue the evening, you act like nothing shifted, but something did, and both of you know it. Why is it always them? Why not strangers? Why not the people at work? Why always the ones you cannot afford to lose? What if it has nothing to do with how much you care? What if the people who receive the worst of you receive it because they are the ones you trust most? Not despite the closeness, because of it. And what if understanding that changes nothing about the damage, but changes everything about what happens next? Think about the last time it happened. Not a big argument, a small moment. Someone asked how your day was, and the answer came out with an edge it didn't deserve. Or someone tried to help and you made them feel like they were in the way, and you saw their face change, just slightly. Stop. Right there. That moment. That was the cost, and you wanted to take it back. But the moment had already passed. With strangers, you perform. You monitor how things land. You control the impression, and it works. Because they only see what you choose to show. But with the people closest to you, the monitoring stops. Not because you care less, because you trust more. Because somewhere in you a decision was made. This person is safe. This person is not going anywhere. And that decision became permission. Permission to stop calculating. Permission to let everything come out. And the closest person becomes the exit. Not because you chose them, because they were the safest place to let it happen. Because somewhere in you, you knew they would absorb it. The people you damage most easily are the people you trust most completely. The damage is not proof that you don't care. It is proof that you believe they will stay anyway. Think about what it feels like to be on the other side, to be the one the monitoring stops for. It does not feel like trust. It feels like being the place where things land. It feels like carrying something you didn't choose to carry, and still you stay, because you care. But there is a difference between being known and being used as an exit. The people who love you most are often the ones paying the highest price for being loved by you. What is actually happening? It's not about them. It's everything that built up before them. The day, the pressure, the things you couldn't say, and it needed somewhere to go, and the closest person became the exit. The sharp thing that came out was not for them. It passed through them. You are not a person who hurts the ones you love. You are a person who learned where it was safest to let things break. There is a moment, right before it happens, a fraction of a second where you already know that this will cost something. That moment is not too late. That moment is where the choice lives. Not always, not perfectly. But sometimes you will see it, and that changes everything. The people closest to you did not sign up to be the place where what you cannot hold finds its way out. They signed up for closeness. Those are not the same thing. The person who receives the worst of you, they chose you. They are still here, not because they don't feel it, because they decided you were worth carrying it. And the question is not why it happens. The question is what changes. When the safest person in your life stops being the place where things break.